she alone.
She wants.
Oh, okay. All right, so you guys ever thrown axes before? No? Okay, cool. Awesome. We'll teach you how. Very, very simple if you follow the mechanics. Not that hard to do. Hard to be good at, but it's not that hard to get it sticking in the wood. Glad you came here. I'm glad to teach you how to do it. So I'm going to cover our rules with you guys. It's all pretty straightforward stuff. There are a couple of things that we really do want to pay attention to as we're throwing. Those things are, always grab that axe by the handle. We don't want to touch the pointy end. Very sharp. We sharpen these regularly, so you'll cut your fingers if you touch that. So we always just want to grab that axe by the handle, all right? Okay. Piggybacking off of that, we don't want to hand this axe off between people here. We want to limit that chance of accidentally hitting someone. So that's why all these buckets are here. Take the axe blade down into the bucket. That way the next thrower, nice and easy, can grab it by the handle. All right? And the other big thing that we have here is a policy of throw together, retrieve together. Throw together, retrieve together. Just like you saw them doing, we're going to have one axe per person, one person per target. Both people will throw at the same time, wait for those axes to come to a stop, and then both people will cross the line and go get them at the same time. Okay. That way no one's down in the range when an axe comes bouncing off of the target. If you bounce this off of the target, it's not going to come flying back at your face. We've never seen that here. If anything, it's going to be sliding on the ground. That's why we have that closed-toe shoe policy. If that happens, you guys can either take one step, let that axe go by, or take 2 steps back, and it'll most likely stop at your feet. We've never had anyone get injured from an axe coming back, so as long as you're watching it until it stops moving, it shouldn't be an issue. The one thing you don't want to do is throw it and then turn around, because that thing can be bouncing towards you. So you just want to always make sure you're looking at it until it stops. All right? Okay. Cool. This red line you see going all the way around the venue, that's what marks our throwing lanes. We want to keep these axes in the lanes. So anytime you're not throwing, just drop it in that bucket there. We don't want people walking around with them. You might drop it and break your toe. Just always stick that axe in the bucket whenever you're not throwing with it. All right, other than that, we don't do any trick shots here. So we're not going to do anything underhand. We're not going to try going to the legs or over the head or throwing the axe this way. No trick shots whatsoever. That's how people get hurt. We want you to stick it in the wood and have a good time. So we're going to be working with 2 throws here. It's going to be a 2-handed overhead throw and a 1-handed overhead throw. All right? So how we want to do this, our non-dominant hand. Are you righty? You're right-handed?
Right.
You're right, yeah. So you want your left hand at the bottom. All right? Non-dominant at the bottom.
Okay.
So then that dominant hand, are you guys all right-handed? Yeah. So left hand at the bottom, right hand on top. All right, just want to snap it right there together. You don't want to overlap at all. That's just going to have you bending your wrist. You don't want any wrist movement with this. None whatsoever, all right? So stacking those hands like that, that's going to help you keep those wrists nice and straight. Then you always want to start with the axe out here in front of you, all right? And you're going to bring it straight up over your head to the center of your back. Step forward with that non-dominant foot. So whatever hand is on the bottom, also use that leg to step forward. Straight up over there, non-dominant foot out. Swing those arms around, and as your hands reach eye level, you just let go of the axe. All right? So you're not trying to flip it in there. You're just going to swing it and let go of it. Okay? It should look like this. When you're getting it out of the wood, you just want to grab the very bottom of the handle. Treat it like a lever. Right? You don't want to try to pull this out of the wood, because we can see that. Don't want to do that. So you just grab the very bottom and just up and down, and it'll work its way out. All right? Any questions on that? Okay, cool. So that one-handed throw is going to be basically the same thing, but we're working with one hand. That's the dominant hand now. The only difference with this is we're going to go over our shoulder instead of our head. Still want to start with that axe out here. Take that step as you're bringing it back. Swing that arm around. Once again, letting go of the axe when you cross eye level. Okay? Should look something like this. If you happen to hit that bullseye, we have bullseye bells in all the lanes. Proudly ring that thing. Let everyone know you just hit a bullseye. All right?
¿Cuánto necesitaba? ¡Vamos! ¡No, dale!
¡Campeones! 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 ¡Campeones!
Igual tengo un tiro. Vale, y dejamos pues.
1, 2, 3.
Dale.
3, 2, 1, ya. Dice 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.
¿Ya?
Ya. 1, va. She wants.
Oh, okay.